Hello, everybody. It is Taylor from T Winter Paints, and okay, good. We have no problems with the recording equipment this time around. Awesome. Okay, so today, as you can see, I've got a human model, and surprisingly, I am not going to be drawing a cat. I'm going to be drawing this man right here. His name is Grit Jones, and Grit here is from Stephen Play's Let's Play of Fallout 4. So, I only need this, that way I've got an idea of what he looks like. I'm not going to really focus too heavily on that for the time being. So, if anybody has watched Steven's Let's Play of Fallout, you will know that, you will notice that Grit Jones is, or you will know that Grit Jones is quite an interesting character. So we're going to just kind of sketch out an idea of where his face is going to be, place out this here. I'm not really going to try too hard to make him look too amazing right this instant because he's not the major point as of right this instant. We're going to have Piper. She's going to be back here. I just need to have basic idea. This is me thumbnailing. This is nothing. I'm not going to actually keep going with this. It's going to look better. I promise. I really do. Okay, so there's those two things. What else do I need? I need to be on a different layer, actually, because I'm actually drawing on the layer of... There we go. Alright, I'm going to turn those down. And we're going to casually do this number. And they're going to be the foreground, so they're going to be right here. And we're going to toss in a couple more people. We're just going to put their heads here, just to have an idea. And then, this kind of thing. Then his huge old shanty house that he built in that one episode. And we're going to have a couple of the others, right here. We're going to have that right there. Kind of give it a little bit more layers. And we're going to set up like, the field here. This. And we're gonna... Pepper's gonna have a hard hat. Anyway, so that is our basic gist. It is a very, very basic gist. This is just my thumbnail to give me an idea of where everything's placed. Alright, we're going to focus first and foremost on Grit, because he's going to be probably the most difficult one out of them. And then I've also got to pull up Piper's reference as well, but that can be a little bit later. Alright, so we're going to flip that layer that way, because that's the way he's going to be facing. And I'm going to turn the brush down a little bit more, and we're going to change the color to red, so that way I've got an idea of what I'm doing. And we're going to kind of add in his eyebrows, which are rather thick. And we're going to go down here. His nose is actually kind of relatively straight and narrow. And obviously this will look a lot better as I continue on with this. And we're going to try and make it look a little bit more cartoony. I'm actually a lot better at realistic drawings when it comes to people. But because of the nature of this Let's Play, I really do want to make it look as silly and zany as possible. So, this is going to be a little bit of a slight ways away from my actual way of drawing humans. I'm going to exaggerate a few things. A little more. I should probably actually map out where his beard's going to be before I really bother with any of the rest of that. So let's get an idea of his beard. Whole entire thing going on with it. And he needs to have his hard hat on, which I'm really bad at drawing hats in cartoon form. It's not really a hard hat now. Or I could give him the pompadour wig. That'd be even more funny. But I will hold off on judgment on my decision for that right this instant. We'll get back to that once I'm done with the rest of it. I just need to get a basic idea of how he's going to look. Okay. See his hair, just that way I've got the basic model for his hair going on here. I'm not going for perfection here, again, because this is the sketch layer. As long as I have a basic idea and I can go off of it. He's got a scar there. I've got to remember that. And it's kind of fuzzy patched in here. Basic concept. Like I said, it's really rough right this instant. That's okay. Really do need to have kind of have that going for them. That's our basic thing of grit. That is not how that works. There we go. Okay. Kind of got like that kind of shape to it. And he's got an actual shirt, which he didn't have a shirt for the longest time, and that's part of the reason why I didn't draw, I think, with it, because it would have been a lot more work than I really had in mind. Because, yeah, Bethesda is amazing, but also details things a little bit to the extreme at times. Okay, that looks a little better than what I had. Oop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doo. Okay. Basic gist is pretty decent here. He's got kind of like a sash here that goes across. And that's all it's going to be seen, so I'm not really going to cut off past that. I should probably actually... Oh, no, I'll do that later, because I might actually make the size a little bit bigger. His head's a little big compared to the rest of him. I need to change that, so we're going to take this. We're going to transform it. Actually, I'm going to... Yeah. Take that down a little bit in size. That's a little bit better. I'll make some adjustments as we continue on. Mostly because it's a little difficult to kind of gauge sizes at times when drawing, which is fine. Okay. And now this is where his shoulder's going to be, which means I've got to like worry about the cloth here. Oh, technically his shoulder should be like right there. Okay, he's kind of got like that thing going here. Some buttons there. That's also the side where the Pip-Boy's at, but I'm not really all that concerned with that extra stuff. Again, I'm just trying to get a basic general concept here. And his face will actually look a little bit better as we continue, because as I stated, this is the basic sketch stage. We do not need to get everything exact. It's going to look a little cartoony because that's the point. People back here obviously won't have all that much. All you're going to see is their hard hats, because that is the big important thing of this, is their hard hats in the distance. Because this is going to be the picture where he gave Piper her hard hat. So we're going to like give them basic, and they're going to have like simple toes, simple legs. Because again, that was kind of the point of this. Everybody has a hard hat in Sanctuary. And again, there will be more details as I continue on. This is just the basic preliminary sketch phase, which is really important to the actual rest of the thing. So, all right, there's that. Grit will need to probably be adjusted slightly as we continue. His body seems a little off, so we're going to deselect here relatively quickly. We're going to, well, I can transform by just doing this. Transform. Slightly better. And it's going to take a little bit to get the sizes just right, as I stated. All right, now I need a reference for Piper. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, pull that down underneath this layer here. And we're going to obviously kind of work on how's it going to go. We're going to take this and model it, and then afterwards I'm going to adjust it and obviously fix it to look more like the hard hat itself. So that is fine. And we're just going to kind of make some basic triangles here to get an idea of how her jacket kind of works. This is definitely an interesting and kind of awkward outfit to kind of draw, but that's okay. Alrighty. It's a little closer to the rest of her body than what I probably should be doing, but that's okay again. This is just a preliminary. And I do kind of want her to have like a slight snarky look to her face, so that's why I've got it drawn like that. As I stated, this is kind of just a preliminary sketch stage, so things will not look fully correct, and I am very much so aware of that. I'm actually pretty happy with how it's turning out so far, considering everything. Obviously, her face is going to be changed as we continue, but again, this is just the preliminary sketch round, and it's nothing majorly important, really. I'm gonna probably might actually kind of extend this upwards to make it look as if they're standing by it, and we're gonna just kind of sketch in how the flats are gonna look. There's that, and then you're gonna see the garden. Up, that's okay. It's gonna be the picket fence kind of thing going on back here. Possibly a turret back there. Build like a turret right here. We'll just there. And there's our basic concept. All right. So now the basic concept has been figured out, we're going to transform it, make it bigger, because I work on much larger terms normally. And we're going to do this, and we're going to crop it by selection. All right. So that's been done. We're going to turn this down, and I'm going to continue working in our brush here, because we are still kind of in the preliminary stages, and unlike last episode when I did the last speed paint, I don't know Grit Jones as well as I know my own characters. So it's going to take a little bit longer to focus on this, which is fine. Alright, let's turn this up to green, and let's actually zoom in here and focus on how he actually looks. Now, eyes for humans, generally the best advice that I have, that I learned from my art professor, not professor, but teacher back in high school, was that eyes are kind of football shaped. So you make them look like footballs. You kind of round them a little bit. And let's do the same thing for this one. Now, remember, if they're not exactly shaped the same, that's completely fine. Human eyes are not shaped exactly the same, and therefore you've got your leeway. You've got plenty of leeway. Don't panic yourself over how everything looks just yet. Especially in these kind of beginning sentiments. Alright. That'll be it for this section, and I will hopefully have a part 2 posted up within the week. Hope you enjoyed it.